He was a DPEP student. In his early school years, learning was different. It was not about memorizing answers. It was about understanding ideas. Classrooms encouraged activity, discussion, and curiosity. There was less fear, and more meaning in learning. Then, the program ended. At the transition to high school, ninth grade, everything changed. A new education framework was introduced. Sarva Siksha Abhiyan. SSA. There was no bridge between systems. No structured transition. No psychological preparation. The learning method he had practiced for years was replaced overnight. Suddenly, success depended on memorization, speed, and exam performance. He tried to adapt, but the foundation he had been given was no longer recognized. After 10th grade, the gap widened. After 12th, it became deeper. By the time he reached degree level education, the struggle was no longer academic, it was systemic. It was not a lack of intelligence. It was a lack of continuity. The education system moved forward, but the learner was left behind. Confidence slowly eroded. Learning turned into pressure. Education began to feel like survival. He could not complete his degree. And that unfinished journey followed him into adulthood. At 35, the impact remains, not as failure, but as unanswered questions. Education systems must evolve. But evolution without transition creates damage. When learners are trained in one method, they cannot be judged by another without support. This was not an individual breakdown. It was a transition failure. An entire generation stood between two systems. Educated by one, evaluated by another. Certificates were prioritized over understanding. Exams over intelligence. Compliance over creativity. Yet the skills remained. Critical thinking, depth, adaptability. They simply went unmeasured. This is not a personal story alone. It is a systemic reflection. Education should guide learners through change, not abandon them during it.